Hi guys, what's up? Mrs. Devlin here. I decided to go ahead and make two videos this week. One video telling you about some basic yoga poses. We've done a lot of them already, but I wanted to really make sure we all had a nice introduction to all of them. And the other one will be a quick little flow to see what you've learned and to see how you feel about it, okay? So the first yoga pose that I want to cover is child's pose. And when you're doing child's pose, this is what I always think about. As you can see, I have my mat here. Hopefully you can hear me okay. And we're gonna go ahead and make your knees as wide as your mat. Your toes, your big toes will touch together. And then you're just gonna walk yourself down and have a seat, okay? Push your bum back. You can stretch your arms forward here. Now, you can do this by keeping your hands on the ground. You can flip your palms up to get a little bit of a different stretch in your arms. Some people like to try to grab their backs of their feet and massage their head. It all matters about what you like best. For me, I like to put my palms up. That stretch feels nice. So again, child's pose, legs out, bum back, walk yourself down, okay? Another one that I want to quickly cover is cat and cow. That's a great kind of rinsing it out pose, and that pose can really give you a nice stretch in your back. So if you're at school all day or maybe in the car on a family vacation, you can use this stretch to make you feel better when you get there or after school for the day. So what you're gonna do is come to tabletop position, and in tabletop, all you have to do, your knees line up with your hips and your arms line up with your shoulders, okay? So knees are lined up with hips, arms are lined up with shoulders. To do cow pose, you're gonna just go ahead and look up and arch your back, okay? So when you do cow, you look up, arch your back, your bum's gonna go up a little bit. And then cat, you're gonna go ahead and scoop and round that back, okay? So cow, arch and look up. Cat, go ahead and round that back, okay? Feel free to do that a couple times on your own right now. So again, you're gonna do cow, look up, bum up, arch your back. Cat, round the back, and look down. Look towards your stomach, if you can. Cat, look up, or cow, look up. Cat, arch and round that back, looking in towards your body, okay? A nice one to kind of explain right after that is down dog. Now, when I first started yoga, I hated down dog. It did not feel like what was called a resting pose to me. It just felt like pain and yucky. And I always had to take a break during it. And one thing that you'll learn throughout yoga is if you ever need to take a break during it, it's okay. Because yoga is all about your breathing. So if you can't catch your breath and make your breath go with the movement, you can take a break. And child's pose is a great way to do that. You guys will have to excuse my crazy dogs again. So we're in tabletop, which means our knees are in line with our hips and our hands are in line with our shoulders. We're gonna spike our toes. When I say spike our toes, all that means is our feet were flat on the mat before, and then we're just spiking around them. And then we're gonna use our arms to push back into downward dog. Now your feet might not hit the mat the whole way. Mine don't either. That's okay. Something you can do during down dog is kind of stretch yourself out by pedaling your feet. Another thing you can do is maybe open up your hips by doing one, then the other, and When I first was doing down dog, one of the things that was recommended to me was to bend my knees, to try to take some of that stress away from my legs. So you can push back into your down dog and bend your knees. Work on pushing your shoulders and back towards your legs, okay? So that's down dog. Go ahead and practice that for just a minute. Go from tabletop, spiking your toes, pushing back into down dog, and go ahead and pedal out those legs, left and right, just for a few. Take a break if you want to, too. I can't see you. It's your job to do what your body needs right now. Maybe open up your hips, right leg up, left leg up. Whatever works for you, okay? All right. So we've done some down dog, and we're in down dog right now, okay? So go back there if you haven't, okay? What I want you guys to do is go ahead and put your right leg up just a little bit. Does not have to go as high as mine. It can go like this. It can stay on the ground and just be up. You're gonna put your right leg up and step forward, okay? And as you step forward, your right leg is gonna point this way. Your left leg is gonna kind of be at an angle, but your right heel lines up with your left foot, okay? We're gonna point our hips forward and settle in here, okay? So we've gone ahead and pointed our hips forward and settled in. With our next inhale, we raise our arms up, and that's warrior one, okay? That's warrior one. Now, when we open it, we just open our hips, sink deeper in our front foot, so my right foot here, and that's warrior two. If you really want to see, okay, this one I'm not that good at, but I'll show you. There is a warrior three. For that one, you just go ahead and hinge at your hip, and your arms go forward. That's warrior three. I'm not too good at it though. So again, warrior one, hips to the side, arms go up. Warrior two, open it up. Gaze goes over your hands. Good job. So that's warrior one and warrior two. Some other things that I want to get over real quick are chair pose, okay? Chair pose, I like to kind of use it as a transition. So we'll be doing some stuff in warrior one and warrior two, and I might say, bring your leg up and sit down. For chair pose, all you have to do is take a seat back. Pretty easy, right? And one thing you can do if you'd like, you can put your hands right here at your heart. You can put them up. And sometimes we even put our arms back like they're in wings, okay? So you can put your hands like this, up, your choice. So that's chair pose, everybody. And another thing I kind of wanted to very briefly talk about were some of the balancing poses, because those are really, really fun, right? I know I like them. So the first one is the one that everybody knows, tree pose. And here's how we do tree pose. We're gonna go ahead and make sure our hips and our feet are kind of in line. Our arms can go out. We're going to take one of our feet and simply meet it with the calf or the thigh. When you're doing tree pose, do not put it on your knee. That would not be a pleasant experience for you, so please do not do that, okay guys? So this is tree. You can put your hands here at prayer, and then if you're feeling like a mighty strong tree, you can go ahead and open them and grow that tree. Sometimes trees wobble in the wind, remember. So if your tree's not steady, that's okay. In fact, if you're not good at balance, which is me some days, you can totally just use a kickstand, which means leave your toes on the ground and put your right heel of your foot right up against your left ankle. Another one that's kind of fun to do is airplane pose. And here's how airplane pose works. You're gonna go ahead and start with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You might be in a lunge for this, but you just simply take off. And the goal of airplane pose is to make sure that your heart is higher than your hips. So as long as you're doing that, you're okay. If you feel strong enough, you can bend that airplane a little bit. And your arms are going to be pressed back so you can feel your shoulder blades touch, okay? So that's airplane pose. And the last one that I'll cover from the balancings is eagle pose, okay? So with eagle pose, all I want you to do is go ahead and take one leg and move it over the other one and have a seat. I like to put my arms here, cross, because I can't do the arm movements for it, but if you can cross your arms like this and stay going in that way. All right, guys, so that was just a little bit of a basic introduction as to the yoga poses and things that you might encounter. Let me know what you thought about it, and we'll also have a little flow to do together today before the day ends, okay? Thanks, guys.